Good evening, aspirants. Welcome to daily newspaper analysis brought to you by Shankar IAS Academy. Today's date is 8th April 2025. These are the four important topics we are going to discuss in this video. The first topic is about the equivalent certificate granted by UGC for foreign degrees. The second topic is about the Maintenance and Welfare of Parents and Senior Citizen Act of 2007. Recently, Supreme Court has interpreted about this Senior Citizens Act. The third topic is about Tribhuvan Sakari University Bill. The fourth topic is about Ottawa Convention. So these are the four important topics we are going to discuss in this video. Now let us get into the discussion. Now look at this news, the equivalent certificate for foreign degrees. So UGC has brought a new regulation this year regarding the equivalent certificate which can be obtained from foreign universities. So this is the topic we are going to discuss here. This topic comes under the current events of national and international importance under prelims examination syllabus. Under mains examination syllabus, this topic comes under GS paper 2. So related to the issues to development and management of social sector services and also to the education human resources. So this basically comes under GS paper 2 in main syllabus. So this topic, this is what we are going to discuss here. What is a equivalent certificate? First of all, the equivalent certificate means a certificate which is granted in India in equivalent to the degree which is obtained at a foreign university. For example, if a student has completed his degree or diploma in a foreign university and he comes to India, he can get an equivalent certificate which is equivalent to the degree in India, in local country. So this is a equivalent certificate for his qualification. So this is granted by Association of Indian Universities. But a recent change has made that this will be granted hereafter by University Grants Commission. So this is the news. So from hereafter, the equivalent certificate for foreign degrees or foreign diplomas will be granted by University Grants Commission UGC. So the previous system was managed by Association of Indian University. So this is the first statutory framework by UGC for granting the equivalent certificate to foreign degrees. This equivalent certificate issued by UGC will be applicable for all Indian universities and colleges which are recognized by UGC. It also includes the distance education which was completed in foreign university or online mode or offline mode of education and even school level education which is completed in a foreign country. So for all these mode of qualification and education completed in a foreign country, they can get an equivalent certificate in India through UGC online portal. So this is the important update made here. There are few exceptions like medical institution, pharmacy, law, nursing, architecture. These kind of institutions for these education qualification, they have to get equivalent certificate from their respective statutory council. So for these kind of education, the UGC will not grant the equivalent certificate. So these are the exceptions, you have to note that. For all other mode of education, the UGC will grant the equivalent certificate in their online portal. So old system is managed by AIU, which is Association of Indian Universities. So this move supports the National Education Policy 2020's focus on internationalization of higher education in India. So this old system was managed by all Association of Indian University AIU, which is a non-statutory body. So this update will grant the powers to UGC to grant the equivalent certificate. So this move provides transparency, consistency and legal clarity and also gives statutory authority for equivalent certificates. Now look at this prelims practice question. Which of the following statements regarding UGC's 2025 regulation on equivalent certificate are correct? The UGC has replaced the Association of Indian Universities as authority for issuing equivalent certificate. Yes, this statement is correct. These certificates are valid for medical and legal education as well, provided the foreign institution is recognized in its country. The regulations apply to foreign qualifications obtained through distance or online learning modes. UGC regulations provide a statutory mechanism for recognizing foreign degrees. So here the statement 1 is correct. The statement 2 is not correct because for medical and legal education, the respective statutory bodies will grant the equivalent certificate. The UGC will not grant equivalent certificate for these education systems. So the statement 3 is correct and statement 4 is correct. Statement 2 is alone incorrect. So the correct answer is option B, 1, 3 and 4. With this, let us move on to the next topic. Recently, Supreme Court ruled on a case which involved senior citizens who tried to evict their son from their home. So they did this under Maintenance and Welfare of Parents and Senior Citizens Act 2007. The Supreme Court has clarified some confusions about this Maintenance and Welfare of Parents and Senior Citizens Act of 2007. So this is what we are going to discuss here. This topic comes under main syllabus GS paper 2 under the right of vulnerable sections, legal safeguards for the elderly people. The Senior Citizen Act was enacted in 2007. This act aims to ensure the maintenance and welfare of parents and senior citizens who are 60 years of age and above. It applies when a senior citizen is unable to maintain themselves from their own earnings or property. The act also places a legal responsibility on the children or legal heir to provide basic amenities and needs to the senior citizens or to their parents. So this act grants legal responsibility for the legal heir or the children to take care of their parents. This act also establishes two kinds of tribunals. One is maintenance tribunal and another one is appellate tribunal. The maintenance tribunal will hear the petitions from senior citizens who have grievances regarding the care of their children. The appellate tribunals will hear the appeals against the tribunal orders. Now let us see the key provisions of the Act. Section 23 of this Senior Citizen Act says that if a senior citizen transfers his property in a condition that the recipient of the property will maintain them, and if it is not fulfilled, then this transfer of property can be treated as a fraud or coercion or undue influence, and this transfer of property can then be declared void by the tribunal. The Act also says that a senior citizen can enforce their right to maintenance from the state. So this Senior Citizen Act gives two important provisions for senior citizen. One is legal responsibility of the children to take care of their parents, and then the right to maintenance, it can be sought out from the state. So these are the two important things in the Senior Citizen Act, and recent judgment of Supreme Court has interpreted this Senior Citizen Act. So basically the Senior Citizen Act aimed to protect the vulnerable senior citizen and ensuring their life in dignity and live in security. But the Senior Citizen Act does not explicitly mention the eviction of the children from the property. The Supreme Court has clarified that eviction is legally permissible if it ensures the maintenance and safety of senior citizen. So if the children is bothering the senior citizen or their parents, and if they want them to be evicted from their property, then it is legally permissible under the Act. So this is what the Supreme Court has ruled. So with this, let us conclude the discussion. Now look at this news. The Parliament has recently passed Tribhuvan Shakari University Bill 2025. So this bill aims to transform the Institute of Rural Management Anand, which is located in Gujarat, and this bill transforms the name of the university into Tribhuvan Shakari University. Currently, the Institute of Rural Management Anand functions as a registered society, and this move aims to give a formal academic and institutional structure and also gives it a special focus on the cooperative sector. So this is a news. It comes under GS paper 2 under government policies and interventions. So the main objective of the bill is to provide education, training and capacity building in cooperative sector. It will also carry out research and development activities in rural areas. The university is expected to offer various degrees program, distance learning programs and e-learning courses. So this will also help in developing the Center of Excellence. These centers of excellence will provide research and development training in the rural areas, also in the cooperative sector. Furthermore, it may establish outlying campuses or affiliated institutions anywhere in India or even in abroad. So this will expand the reach and influence of cooperative sector education. So this is the main objective of this act. The university will also have a governing board which is responsible for reviewing the major policies and programs, and this governing board will be chaired by a chancellor, a person of eminence who is appointed by central government, and he has a term of 5 years. And other members of the board will include vice chancellor, the secretary of Ministry of Cooperatives, 4 secretaries from central ministries who are related to the cooperative sector, and also the key head of the cooperative institutions. The heads of cooperative institutions like NABARD, National Dairy Development Board, National Fisheries Development Board will also be included under the governing board of this university. So this will be the new structure of the university, and this will focus on improving the cooperative sector in India. So with this, let us wind up the topic and move to the next discussion. Recently, Poland and Baltic Seas announced a decision to withdraw from Ottawa Convention. So this Ottawa Convention is formally known as Anti-Personnel Mine Ban Treaty. So the news is that the Poland and Baltic states like Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania announced a decision to withdraw from the Ottawa Convention. So this development has drawn attention to the global humanitarian significance of this treaty. So this topic comes under GS paper 2, International Relations. Now let us discuss what is Ottawa Convention and why it is important. See, Ottawa Convention, which is also known as Anti-Personnel Mine Ban Treaty, it is an international agreement which aims to eliminate the use, stockpiling, production and transfer of anti-personnel landmines. So this treaty aims to ban the anti-personnel landmines. So this treaty came in effect in 1999, and it is one of the most significant treaties which addresses the human impact of landmines. Now, what is anti-personnel landmines? The anti-personnel landmines are explosive devices which are designed to detonate by the presence, proximity or contact of a person, and it can injure or kill a person. They are very dangerous because they remain active even after years after the war ends. So they can lead to long-term threats to civilian life in the affected areas. So they can remain active for a long years even after the war. So this is why it is very dangerous, and this Ottawa Convention deals with this anti-personnel landmines. As of 2022, the treaty has 164 members. Major powers like United States, Russia, China and India have not joined the convention. So India, China, Russia, US are not part of this convention. These countries along with Pakistan remain key producers and users of anti-personnel mines. So the non-participation of these countries is a matter of global disarmament effort concern. And now the Poland, Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia also decided to withdraw from the Ottawa Convention or Ottawa Treaty. So this has raised severe humanitarian concerns all over the world. So this is all about the discussion. With this, we have come to the end of the discussion. If you like the video, please share it with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to Shankar IAS Academy YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.